Salawam Akim, Salawam Yasirala. All right, it's Brother Yaz back with another lesson. And before I get started with today's lesson, I'm going to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Sai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakar Kadas. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who ruled well and taught me this truth. And peace and salutation to Yakim across the four corners of the globe, preaching this gospel in truth and sincerity. Salawam Akim. All right, we're back with another lesson. All right, before I get started with today's lesson, the Lord's name is Yahweh, all right, which means he is or he exists, all right, which you people ignorantly call God, and his son name is Yahweh Sai. He saves or he's the savior, okay, Yahweh Sai, all right, which you ignorantly call Jesus, all right. We're in Babylon, all right, aka Assyria, spiritually Egypt, spiritually Nineveh, spiritually Sodom, all right, and we're preaching the downfall of America, all right, which means bitter, all right, Babylon, which means the land of confusion, all right. When you break Babylon down in the Hebrew, it means Babel, and it means confusion, okay. So let's get started on today's lesson, and it's just an overview, man, a little brief lesson on Isaiah 13. We just gonna go through it. And here we go. Isaiah 13 and 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amoz, did see. So this is the vision that Isaiah, man, the son of Amos, did see, man. And when it says Babylon, it's talking about the daughter of Babylon, which is America, man. All right. It's right over here in America, man. Verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Okay, so when it says lift ye up a banner, all right, it's talking about this truth, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures. It's talking about this Bible, man. All right, the one and only book that you will ever need in your life, man. Okay, let me get you a precept right fast. Isaiah 34 and 16, and it reads, seek ye out of the book of the Lord. What's the book of the Lord? This Bible, this scriptures, and read. No one of these shall fail. When it says no one of these shall fail, no one of these prophecies is going to fail, man. Prophecy means to say before it happened. So we're telling you what's going to happen in the future before it happens. All right. And the Lord only reveals his secrets to the prophets, man. All right. The men of the Lord of old, man, who coming back after 3 and 4 generations, and now we're back in our lot preaching the downfall of Babylon, man. All right. And it says, verse 16, Isaiah 34 and 16, seek ye out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Sai, and read. No one of these shall fail. No, none of the prophecies are going to fail. None shall want her mate, for my mouth it had commanded, and his spirit it had gathered them. All right, so there's no other book. None shall want her mate, meaning that there's no other book compared to the Bible, man, compared to the Holy Scriptures. There's no other book that gives you prophecies that come to life, man, that come to reality, man. All right, no Quran, not the Book of the Mormons, not the Book of Scientology, no Catholic books, nothing. All right, this is the only book you need to read according to the Bible, man. And this is the only book where you get 100% truth and prophecies of what's soon to come. All right, so everything else is nonsense. You don't need it. You don't need it. Okay. 1 minute. Bear with me 1 second. Let's see. All right. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end, and much studying is a weariness of the flesh, man. So you can read all of these different books. Hey, it's not going to benefit you, man. All right. This is the book. The scriptures are the only book that you need to get you through this life, man, and get salvation. All right, everything you need for the Israelites is in this book, in this Bible, which is the truth, the Holy Bible, the Holy Truth. Okay, so it says back in Isaiah 13:2, lift ye up a banner, all right, which this banner is something to be displayed, man. So the banner is the Bible, and the men of the Lord are displaying it. Okay, all right, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. All right, what's the high mountain? Okay, mountain goes into government. So we lifting up this Bible upon the high mountain, which is America. All right, we lifting it up against America. We telling these Americans that Babylon is falling. We telling the elites that Babylon is falling. All right, and we're using the scriptures to say it, man. All right, it says verse 2, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. The high mountain is America. Exalt the voice unto them. All right, what's that? Exalt the voice unto them. That's the elect, the prophets that are on the highways and byways. All right, and it says, shake the hand that they may go into the nobles. Okay, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles, man. All right, so the prophets are on the highways and byways, and they're preaching this kingdom down, and they're complaining to the Lord each and every day. Do these videos are on the highways and byways of all the abominations that are going on, man. So real quick, let's just go get Luke 1:70. Because it's the men of the Lord who the Lord is using to tear this place down. Okay, Luke 1:70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have since been since the world began. Okay, I'm gonna read it again. Luke 1:70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, man. All right, so the Lord has spoken through his prophets, man, which have been since the world began, man. All right. And let's get Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. So the prophets of old, when they came on the scene, they prophesied of war, pestilence, and evils, man. All right. And the prophets of old are back in their lot, all right, through reincarnation. Okay. After every third and fourth generation, they come back. And now we're back in America prophesying the downfall of America. All right. Prophesying war, which is World War III. All right. That's the last war. Whoa. All right. And evils, because in this last days, nothing but evil. You see all the judgment that's going on now. People flushing their kids down the toilet. A lot of killing is going on. A lot of murdering is going on. A lot of women are being judged. A lot of so-called black women are being judged right now. A lot of people in general are being judged, man. And it's a fearful thing to fall into the hand of the Lord, man. All right. And the men of the Lord, we're back and we're exalting this word. And we're preaching, and we're going into the kings of the nobles, which the elites, and we tell them, hey, your time is up, man. It's over with for you devils, okay? Your time is up. Let me get you another precept. Job. See, these devils think they gonna forever go on, but Job 14:5 says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed the bounds that he cannot pass. So this devil only has a certain amount of time to finish this wickedness up, man, to get his enterprise started so that the Lord could come back and destroy everything that he's doing. All right. So it says in verse 2, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. The banner is the Bible. The high mountain is America, the government. All right. Exalt the voice unto them. All right. That's the elect, the prophets. All right, that are on the highways and byways, starting with Elder Apostle Tahar, all right, down to the least of us. Shake the hands that they may go into the gates of the nobles. And we're shaking the hand by telling you devils, you're going down, man. America will be destroyed by 200 million missiles, man. And 2/3 that are joined into this American system and have Stockholm Stockholm syndrome, you love your oppressors, you love your masters, you will die along with them. Thus say the Lord. All right. Verse 3, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. And who's the sanctified ones? All right, let's go to Jeremiah. Go to Jeremiah 1 and 5. It says, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations, man. All right, so the Lord knew us before we was even in the womb, man. In the beginning of time, man, the Lord formed us and knew us, man. Okay, and He ordained us to be on the highways and byways, to be on the Urim and the Thummim, which is the internet, to be doing these lessons, preaching 100% truth, man, breaking these scriptures down, warning 2/3 of our people to get right, repent, or else. All right, or else you're going to die a gruesome death, and telling all you other nations, hey, you going into slavery for what you've done to the apple of Yahweh's eye, man. All right, because you put His precious possession in slavery and sold a boy for a harlot, and you sold a little girl for wine. Okay, so you sold little boys so they could be whores out here for you to do all these vicious, vile things to them, and you sold little girls so you can get drunk off of wine, man. All right, and you killed the prophets. You put us in slavery. Okay, you got a lot to pay for, man. All right, Zechariah 2 and verse 8. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemiyah of hosts, after the glory had He sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. Who spoiled us? Esau, Edom. Well, who came over here, raped, robbed, and pillaged Gad, the so-called Native Americans? Gad, Reuben, and Simeon. Okay, Issachar, Ephraim. Who brought the southern tribe over here to America through slave ships? All right, Esau, Edom. And who was confederate with Esau, Edom? The so-called white man, and all these other nations was down with it, man. All right, and they hid our heritage from us, man. Okay, so it says in Zechariah 2 and 8, for thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemiyah of hosts, the Lord of armies, after the glory had He sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of His eye, man. All right. So that's why you devils are going to be destroyed along with you other nations. And you're going into slavery for 1,000 years. And all you other nations that licked our swords over here in these bodegos, in these stores, and selling us all of this stuff, taking all of our money and sending it back to your countries. Hey, you going into slavery too. And the Lord is not playing with that. Okay. Okay, verse 3, Isaiah 13 and 3. I have commanded my sanctified ones. And what does it mean to be sanctified? To be set apart, to be dedicated to the Lord, to be separate. Okay, all right. So the Lord has sanctified His holy ones. He made them holy. He set them apart. All right, He dedicated them to Himself, man. This is His precious, beloved men. Okay, so that's what it means to be sanctified. All right. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Okay, so the mighty ones is the angels, man, and they're going to get busy, man. All right, when the Lord comes back over there in the Valley of Decision, over there in the Saudi Arabia region, the Lord's going to get busy, man. All right, and those angels are going to get busy too, man. All right, because they are His mighty ones. All right. And it says in verse 4, the noise of a multitude in the mountains go into government, okay? Like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together, the Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle, man. So it says the noise of a multitude in the mountains, talking about all these nations, all right, like as of a great people. Hey, because he's gathering all these nations with intercontinental ballistic missiles over there in the Middle East. All right, and they're gonna shoot missiles over here on Babylon. All right, but he's gonna judge them also in the Middle East, for what they've done to the nation of Israel. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms. See, these are those different nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle. So the Lord is mustering these different countries together. Verse 5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land, man. All right. And that's why he created the Smith, man. That's why he created, since I'm in this book, I'll just get y'all a precept. Isaiah 54 and verse 16. And it reads, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for my work. And I have created the waster to destroy. So the Lord has created the smith. He used these scientists to break the atom so they can create the atom bomb. And now we got the intercontinental ballistic missiles, the supersonic ballistic missiles. All right, the Lord has used these scientists to make these weapons, which these weapons are the Lord's armory, which these weapons are the Lord's soldiers, man. All right, and they're gonna destroy Babylon. Okay, so it says, verse 5. They come from Isaiah 13 and 5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh Shemi and the weapons of his indignation. Indignation is righteous anger, to destroy the whole land. What land is that? Babylon. Babylon will be destroyed. All right, verse 6. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. All right, the day of the Lord has arrived. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty, because everything in America is going to be destroyed, man. You're not going to know one city from one city, one state from one state, okay? Like you go into Mississippi and you see welcome to Mississippi, or you come into Louisiana, you see welcome to Louisiana, you're not going to know which is from which. The line of confusion, okay? It's going to be a total desert place over here. And it says in verse 7, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Yeah, your hands going to be faint, because these people are going to be in great terror. They're going to be perplexed. They're going to be scared. They're going to be confused. They're going to be lack of understanding, lack of resources. All right, they're not going to know what's going on, and they're going to see all of this destruction happening, and they're going to be afraid. Okay, Luke 21 and 25. Luke 21 and verse 25. And it reads, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, talking about those solar eclipses, those blood moons, and in the stars, and upon earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. All right, so it's going to be distress of nation. These people are going to be distressed when they see the chariots, when they see a so-called black man come in the in the chariots, all right, from the fourth dimension to the third dimension. They're going to be distressed when there's no food to eat, when there's people breaking in your house, raping your sons, your daughters, your wives, all right, and then killing them and eating them. They're going to be distressed from all of this stuff, okay? All right, perplexity goes in confusion, man. They're not going to know what to do. They're not going to know where to turn, what they should do, where they should run to. They're going to be distressed and terrified, okay? And it says, verse 26, men heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. So these people are going to be in fear, and they're going to have heart attacks and give up the ghost for all the destruction and mayhem that they see, man. All right, in which these Americans are so comfortable, they're not ready for this. They're not ready for this destruction. All right. So it says, verse 6, Isaiah 13 and 6, how ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Verse 7, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Verse 8, and they shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames, man. Because these people are going to be in great pain, man. Like a woman having a baby with no epiderma. They're going to be suffering, okay? It's going to be horrific times, okay? That's why the Lord wants wants his people to get right. The elect, 2/3 you're not going to get right, according to Zechariah 13:8. But we still have to go out and preach the downfall of Babylon, okay? Because this word holds power, man. All right, the Lord's word coming out of the mouth of the prophet is causing all kind of divisions, causing variance amongst families, causing division in America, causing division around the world. It's causing all of these prophecies to come to pass, man, because this is the word of the Lord, man. His word will be done in the earth, okay? So verse 8, and they shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that is travailed. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Verse 9, behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it, man. So the Lord is coming in fear and fierce destruction, man. He's gonna lay this place desolate. He's gonna completely destroy America, man. And ain't nothing nobody can do about it, man. Thus says the Lord. All right. So this place is gonna be totally obliterated. All right. And ain't nothing nobody can do, man. Okay. So, hey, all you proud ass Americans and 2/3 of Israel that think you can build a life in this place, hey, get ready to be disappointed, man. Get ready to feel pain, to cry, to suffer. Get ready, man. All right, because the Lord ain't playing with this place, man. He about to tear these people down, man. All right. All right. Amos 5:19. And it says, if Amos 5:18, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. See, he's coming with them ICBM missiles, man. All right. This place is going to be the lake of fire. America is going to be the lake of fire, man. You're going to have smoke and soot, and it's going to block out the clouds and the sun. Okay, so it ain't no joke, man. All right, all you people that's so-called waiting on the Lord, the day of the Lord, so you can see some so-called white man with long stringy hair and blue eyes. Hey, you're gonna be fucking amazed, man. You're gonna be fucking scared when you see a big dark-skinned man come from out of these fourth dimension into the third dimension with the host of heaven, all of these chariots and the archangel Michael. Hey, you're gonna be devastated. Okay, so like it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, and or went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very darkness, and no brightness in it? All right. So the day that you hoping for or thinking about, the day of the Lord, is not going to be a pretty day, man. It's going to be a horrific day. Okay, so verse 9, Isaiah 13 and verse 9, it said, behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Verse 10, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Because when them ICBM missiles are hit over here, it's gonna cause a lake of fire. All right, it's gonna block out the sun. It's gonna block out the moon, the stars. All right, you're gonna have smoke and soot. All right, and this place is just gonna be a disaster, man. All right, verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, man. So the Lord is about to lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. All right, Esau, Edom, hey, you are the hand, the world was given into your hands, so you leading it, you wicked, and the Lord is going to punish your ass. All right, Isaiah 24 and verse 21, and it shall come to pass in that day, talking about the day of the Lord, that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones. Who's the host of the high ones? You wicked elites, man. All right, you Esau, Edom, man. The host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. So the kings of the earth upon the earth, all you other nations, man. Verse 22, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners and gathered in the pit. All right, so we're gonna gather you wicked elites and from out of these deep underground bunkers and from out of your space stations, and we're gonna put you in a pit. And then we're gonna come back and get your ass for your slavery to start, man. Continual employment, man. Picking up these dead bodies and building up the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. All right. Verse Isaiah 24 and 22. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in a pit, and shall be set up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. All right, we're gonna come and get you out of that pit and put your ass straight into slavery, man. And we're gonna put those shackles on you, those chains on you, okay, just like you did to us in slavery, man. You're gonna have those shackles on your neck, on your hands, on your legs, man. You're gonna be in a fucked up situation. Okay, let's get back to it. Isaiah 13 and 12, it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. And who's that man talking about? Who's that man? That's the elect man, the men who have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They're going to be fine gold in that day. First of all, you're not going to have men out here because they're going to get killed in the war. All right. That's why they got the draft coming. That's why they got the draft coming for 18 to 26, which they're going to extend that from 12 to 80. They're going to be having anybody go to war, man. All right. So these men that you got, they're going to die over there in war. Are they going to die from a famine? Okay. Are they going to die from the class wars, the gender wars, the race wars, the political wars right here in America? Okay. And it reads Isaiah 3 and verse 25, thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. All right, so you women, you're going to be out here alone. You ain't going to have nobody to fend for. You ain't going to know what's going on. You're going to be in a confused state of mind, and there's not going to be no men. All right, so the man of the Lord is going to be more precious, man. That's the high value, man, that you women say you're looking for, man. But you looking for material shit when you should be looking for a man who's seeking the Lord, who's doing the things of the Lord, okay? Praying, fasting, on the highways and byways, preaching the word, growing, learning the word. You should be looking for men like that, but instead you're looking for men who make 6 figures, who tall, 6 feet, who can have good sex. You're looking for all kind of superficial things, man, and that's going to come to your demise. All right, Isaiah 4 and 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. All right. So you're gonna not have no men out here. Men are gonna be very scarce, and you're going to be looking for a man of the Lord to take away your approach, so you can have sex with, so you can have a baby and get out of here, get on those chariots, or get protection from all the hell that's coming on in the world. All right, so let's go back to Isaiah 13 and verse 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. So the Lord's gonna shake the heaven with how? By nuclear missiles, man, by them intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right, Isaiah 24 and verse 19. The earth is utterly broken down, the earth is clean, dissolved. The earth is removed, it is moved exceedingly. It's broken down and clean, dissolved, because those intercontinental missiles have been shot off and has hit the places that it was destined to hit. Therefore, it's cleansing the earth. All right. And it's moving the earth, because in verse 20 it says, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. So when those missiles are blown off, hey, this earth is gonna move back and forth, man. All right, you're gonna have new islands come up. You're gonna have other islands disappear. New territory come up. All right, America's gonna be totally obliterated, and Israel is going to be totally obliterated, and other places around the world is going to be hit with these ICBM missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right, so verse 14, Isaiah 13 and verse 14, and it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man take it up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land, man. All right, so Esau, you're gonna be like a chase roe. You're gonna be running from all of this destruction. You're gonna be running from all these people trying to kill you, trying to hurt you. You're gonna be running from 2/3 of Israel, trying to knock your head off, man. All right, so you're gonna be running like a chase roe, man. All right, you're going to be scared, you're going to be terrified, and you're going to be running, trying to get away from all of this destruction and pain and death. Okay? All right. And it says, and all these other nations, they're going to flee into their own land, like they're doing now. They're doing that right now. They're leaving America and going back to their own land. Verse 15, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So all you niggas that love your master, all you niggas with what's that syndrome? Damn. All you niggas that love your master, man, there's a name for it though. Something syndrome, Stockholm syndrome. All right, you love the people who oppressed us, man. All right, you love those niggas, those white, so-called white people that had us in slavery and still have us in slavery to this day. Because you love them, you join unto them, so you're going to enjoy their destruction, just like them. Okay, that's your reward for joining unto these Edomites, these so-called white people, the red man. All right. And it says back in Isaiah 13 and 15, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So you're going to either fall by the sword, by a gun, or any weapon of destruction, or you're going to fall by those intercontinental ballistic missiles, man, which is going to destroy everything. All right, verse 16, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their house shall be sprawled, and their wives ravages, man. So your house is gonna be sprawled. They're gonna break into your house, take whatever they want, and take your daughters, take your kids, take your dogs, take your wife. All right, they're gonna grape them, and they're gonna eat them. All right, and they're gonna kill you. Okay, and grape you too, and eat you too. Okay, all right, and you're gonna get the ones who still remain. You're gonna get uh killed by these intercontinental ballistic missiles. Verse 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. So you ain't gonna be able to bribe your way out of this, okay? And the Medes go into Russia, so you ain't gonna be able to bribe the Russians or the EU or all these other nations who's gonna shoot intercontinental ballistic missiles on America. You're not gonna be able to tell them nothing. They're gonna do it. Verse 18, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Why? Because these intercontinental ballistic missiles, they don't have no feelings. They don't have no emotions. All right, they just gonna get the job done. And when they shot off, you can't turn them back. Verse 19, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh Shemi overthrown Sodom and Gomorrah, and he overthrown Sodom and Gomorrah by fire. Verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabians pitch tent here, neither shall the sheep make their fold here. All right, so there's nobody that's going to be over in America. America is the land of nothingness. It's only going to be desert creatures. So all these East Indians and these Arabic people that you see in these neighborhood corner stores and the beauty stores, you see the Chinese man, the Japanese man, the African man over here licking our swords, getting money off of the Israelites and sending all that money back to their country. They're not gonna be able to do that no more, man. And you East Indians, y'all made $8 billion off of the hair that our stupid ass women have keep buying from you. You ain't gonna be able to do that no more, okay? Verse 21, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of dull creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and Saturn shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So your desolate houses and your pleasant palaces, this talking about like your White House or the government mansions, all these mansions around America, and you're gonna have unclean beasts living in there, unclean animals, okay, unclean birds over here in America, and that's the end of America. So with that, I hope this was edifying. This is the overview of Isaiah 13. I like to say Shalom and call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Harakar Kadas. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and taught me the truth, and peace and salutation to Yakim across the four corners of the earth, preaching this gospel in truth and sincerity. Shalom.